$5 billion. I've just been waiting to say it that way. In all seriousness, that's how much money the IRS says it has now recovered from wealthy tax cheats, big corporations, and a whole bunch of other financial criminals. But all these efforts may soon be coming to an end. So before I tell you all about that, let me explain this money. So I've been reporting for more than a year that the IRS has been on this mission to go after wealthy tax cheats who haven't been paying their tax bills. Wait for it. Since 2017, the IRS identified a group of rich folks who make more than $1 million a year in taxable income and have more than $250,000 in recognized tax debt. By early 2024, after doing all the legwork to pull their W-2s and 1099s, the IRS discovered all kinds of income that these people were not paying taxes on. In the first 6 months of the program, the IRS forced the first 21,000 wealthy folks to pay $172 million in back taxes. And in just the last 3 months, the IRS added another $120 million to that pot from another 7,000 wealthy folks. That brings the total amount of money the IRS has clawed back from these wealthy tax cheats since the program began to more than $1.3 billion. That's a lot of money. And that doesn't include the money the IRS is clawing back from big corporations who are also not paying what they owe. On top of the wealthy tax cheats and the corporations, the IRS says they also pulled in another $3 billion thanks to financial crimes investigations like drug trafficking, cybercrime, and terrorist financing. So why wasn't all this happening before? Frankly, because the IRS didn't have the money or resources to do it. Wealthy folks and big corporations know exactly how to get very creative with their tax returns, and it takes human IRS agents time and effort to unravel their tax schemes. That's why in 2022, Congress gave the IRS tens of billions of dollars over 10 years to do stuff like this, but also to hire more people to answer your phone calls and to staff IRS offices to help you in person and to bring the IRS's technology out of the Stone Age so all of us could be able to file our taxes directly through the IRS website and have actual personalized online IRS accounts that tell us what's going on with our tax refunds, just as a few examples. But the IRS is now in jeopardy of losing some or all of that funding because of the incoming Congress and the new Trump administration. So Elon Musk, who the president-elect has nominated to be in charge of the Department of Government Efficiency, just said he doesn't want to just cut all the funding for the IRS. He wants to delete the agency completely. Now, let's be real. That's very unlikely to happen. IRS tax collection is the primary source of federal funding. That's how our government is able to do anything at all. If the IRS isn't there to collect the trillions of dollars in taxes every year, then what money would the U.S. government use to operate? Now, even if Congress, and let me be clear, it must be Congress who decides to cut the billions of dollars to the IRS over the next few years, it's very possible that all the stuff I'm talking about, all the enforcement stuff, all the online conveniences the IRS is giving us will go away. Plus, it might also be very difficult to carry out the tax cuts the Trump administration and the Republican Party wants to enact in 2025 without any staff over at the IRS. We'll just have to wait and see what happens when the new Congress takes over.